Thank you for joining me. I'm going to share with you basic tips on how to use Twitter. So, number one, have an excellent Twitter profile. What that means is basically, make sure your profile picture is very professional looking, and that you have, a short bio that tells about what you're about and what your business is about. Now, the thing is, if you basically don't describe what you're about, then you're going to lose out on customers. And also make sure that you have a link to your website, if you because if your total profile doesn't have a link to your website, then two things that can come to mind is one, you're either a spammer, or two, you don't know how to use Twitter. So basically, make sure you have a link of your website, because that makes the visitor knows that you are real, and that you are, very very mindful of them. It's your business, and they know that you are very real. So make sure you have an excellent profile. Number two, make sure that you do not spam people, send direct messages once they follow you, because too many times there are so many people out there who are trying to, like, build their business, and they're doing the wrong thing by sending direct message saying, "Hey, like my Facebook page," after you follow them in those automatic direct messages. What that do, it basically turns people off, and of course it makes them realize that, hey, you're not interested in building friendships with them. All you care about is getting likes on your Facebook page or making a sale, and that's the biggest mistake that you can do. Because, for example, I'm going to share two examples of this. One example came from this person. Basically, she made an appearance on a podcast, and she hosts her own podcast as well. Well, I follow her on Twitter, and immediately I see this automatic direct message tell me, "Hey, would you like to be a guest? Sign up if you want to be a guest in the podcast." So I did that. I mean, it's a rarity that I would respond to those types of messages, but I just decided to go ahead and try to sign up for this lady's podcast. And immediately I received a response saying, "I'm sorry, we're full with guests," or whatever. And it was just turned up. I was turned off by that. So that was the biggest mistake that this lady did in posting that direct message, saying, "Hey, you know, sign up to be a guest for a podcast." And the second instance happened, and this is a podcast thing as well. Is this person? He basically, I followed this person on Twitter, and he basically sent a direct message, automated direct message, saying, "Have a free consultation call, whatever." And so I sent this person, a mess, signed up to do a consultation talk. But what it was to, for him to be a guest on my show. And then on the day of the show, that this person sent me a message saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, we have to reschedule." So that was a huge turnoff as well. And that's the reason why you should never ever send direct messages saying, like your Facebook page or whatever, because that's just wrong. So don't ever do that. And the third thing to do is make sure you engage with your audience, because the thing is, most businesses or people think of social media as a free advertising platform. And what that is, it's not a free advertising platform. It's a place to where you build your audience, you build friendships with people. And the thing is, you cannot just use it to just advertise or promote. You have to try to build, real friendships with people, because they see that you're human. And that's the most important thing that anyone can do, is build trust, because millennials right now, they do not trust businesses who do not engage, because of what they saw in the past of with the quote unquote Great Recession. And so they really want to engage with brands who engage back with them and who they trust. So make sure that you are engaging with your audience big time. So, and then of course, a fourth thing that you can do in addition to in the to add on to engage with your audience is participate in Twitter chats. Now, participating in Twitter chats can really help. Really can help you build friendships with people because they're fun. And then, of course, you get to share your knowledge with the group about what you are about. Because I could guarantee you'll meet amazing people in those Twitter chats who might in the future become business partners in a sense, and also you can build trust with your audience as well, because they know that you care about them. Now, three important chats that I will mention is one is sorry, that was a little fly, I guess I just saw, but anyway, the three most important Twitter chats that I strongly recommend is one, Madeline Scalar's Twitter Smarter chat. Her chat is very awesome, and it happens every Thursday afternoon at noon Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern, and she has great guests. And what that is, it's basically talking about different tips on how to use Twitter, and it is a really awesome chat. And I've actually heard from awesome guests who have been on that chat, and I also get to interact with fellow participants because they are doing amazing things. Now that's one chat I would recommend. The second chat I would recommend too is Hoot Chat, which is sponsored by Hootsuite. Now they host a chat on every Thursday at 2 p.m. Central Time, 3 p.m. Eastern, and their chat it's like an informal chat about like social media, and also talking about like how to like build a strong social media audience, and they have guests as well. But it is a really awesome chat, and Hootsuite is one of the most popular social media management softwares out there, and they basically take the time out to interact with their users, and that's a great chat that you should check out as well. And the number three to a chat I would recommend that you guys should check out is Chelsea Cross, millennial talk. Now, Chelsea Cross is a millennial expert, quote unquote, and she is really awesome. And she basically have the chat on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern, and she has guests that talks about different things regarding to like finding a career and also running your own business as well. And it is a really awesome chat. The participants of that chat, it's a combination of mostly millennials, but also they are older generation folks that is on that chat learning from the millennials as well. And that is a really awesome chat. So those are the top three chats I would recommend for you guys to participate in. And so if you guys, those are the ways that's one of the most important ways that you guys can build, trust for your audience is having a Twitter chat. And I'm going to mention one more chat as a bonus. It is Applebee's live lunch. It happens every Friday afternoon at noon Central Time at 1 p.m. Eastern. And of course, Applebee's they're one of the largest brands in the world, and of course they interact with their customers on that live lunch, and they chat about different, I guess you could say, food items, like what people do during lunchtime, and it's a really good chat. So please, those are the top four I would recommend you guys checking out. That's one of the ways that you guys can participate in Twitter chats. So, and of course, that is all I got to share on the basics on how to build a successful Twitter account, and also how to build an audience using Twitter. So those are the basics. And thank you for joining me, and have a great evening.